another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Returning it, John Ross. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Break! Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Handoff to Nixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Is that all you got, O? You better come harder next time, son. Break! Oh, I got him, I got him, I got him! Hatch it, hatch it.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
1 second down, here's Mason. Shutting through the defense. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Come on, run! Break! Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Rip left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch the motion.
Gun!
They just do get the play out as he looked to throw. This is intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Move.
Ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
3 down.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Break. Tight left. We got 3 down.
They'll run now. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and 1 at the outset of this drive.
Watch you now, Barney!
All day. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. Oh, wide open. Complete.
Motion.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And an alley to run. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there for the Bengals. 73 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Hey.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
No. Check.
They did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So he's
here's a run with Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Motion, check.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from this football game. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out here with an option left. Oh, good move. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
Check nickel!
Gun!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses, but you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Gun!
Check.
All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, check Mike, 27.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Let's get off the field.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems.
On the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Strong left. Strong left.
Over!
3 down. Big dad.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut!
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Baby sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
Detroit!
Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Gun!
Hey, 25's the mic.
Gun! Watch you now, Barney! Over!
Throwing out first down, it's Jackson.
Switch it. Yeah, switch it.
Evans has it left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play.
Baby, boom.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 24.
Gun!
Hey, we got
Over!
SOS.
Jackson for the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays.
Right.
At that
Watch
spot,
tight.
6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players and somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Detroit!
Second and goal.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch you now, Barney.
Hey, 20.
Gun!
Now it's Jackson.
Pass.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on
Gun,
3rd and
gun!
goal.
Gun!
Hey, guys.
Leopard! Leopard!
We gotta stand up over there. Shift! Watch the shift!
Gun!
Hey, check 24! Check 24! Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up!
Gun!
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Over!
Watch the safety creep!
Watch it now, Barney!
Check 43!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down.
Over!
A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, right, Roger! Odd.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He's going to try to pick it up. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I think we're being a little bit facetious here. The bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gun! Over!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
He's checking.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boom.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are in for 6.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Over!
Kill!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one goes for 24 yards.
Crash!
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Check. Lucky. Jam him.
Mixing the first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
All day, baby.
Gun!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
All right, now,
The
lucky
front and back
56.
working in
Lucky
sync.
56.
Only way to play good defense.
Over!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Ravens taking the field.
All right, now, lucky 56.
We got 3.
They'll run him out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Action going left on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Let's go right here now.
Over, 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 over.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he was on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Mike 27, Mike 27. I know he ain't got it.
Pass for 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 38.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Mike's forward.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This time he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for John Ross that time. 3rd down here. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
5 down.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Blitz.
In for the score.
Crash,
and
crash,
the
crash.
Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead. And the extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Sanders now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Leopard! Leopard!
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 20.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
6 man. Check curls. Check.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Big edge. Big edge. Big edge. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Second down, here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front.
Hey, take your socks out. Back the huddle. Socks out.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watch you now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's
Throwing again. Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
motion.
Over! 31. Over!
Twist. Watch twist.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Just tuck it and get all you can.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. They'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened.
Check Mike,
They
27.
got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense,
Let's go.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far.
Go,
Defense shut them down.
run.
Let's see if the offense gets done.
Okay, baby, I see you. Double tight, guys, double tight.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Two tights. Hey, guys, check me out.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Check.
Looking for a crease, can't find one.
Six
Stopped
guard.
at the
Check
line of
six guard.
scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that
Hey, I got
doesn't
him, I
help.
got
Now
him,
they're
I got
looking
him.
up at a
That's me.
3rd and 9 situation.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Over.
Off his right back, he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit. Gun. Detroit.
No chance.
Watch you now, Barney.
I got him. Back to my.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit.
Receiver, hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Watch you now, Barney.
Alert flow.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit.
3 down. Hey, we're going 37's the mic.
Gun.
Hey, we're going 37.
Gun.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They snapped it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
Check the backer.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis.
We got him.
He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big loss. 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey, we're going 37's the mic. Mike 36.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Detroit.
Win the rep.
Over.
From the gun, Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Get him, boy.
He'll wind up with
Get him,
positive
boy.
yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The
right,
Ravens
now,
on
lucky
3rd
56.
down.
Lucky
They've converted
56.
just 2 for 6 thus far.
Over.
This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch twist.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
It's me.
Andrew Billings. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bengals getting set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Out. 3 down.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Kill.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Hot. Run, go! Woo! Yeah, baby!
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right. Watch tight.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
You got 3 down.
And the blitz does come.
Be ready.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. A massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Run. That's it. Man left.
Gun!
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Come on.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to fire his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Alert flare.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come here on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things
and he takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's where you belong.
The Ravens on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's
Detroit!
3rd and 2.
Detroit!
4 down.
Is Jackson. Able to find John Brown. And he closes it up, and the Bengals grab it. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Handoff looking right.
Run! The leg! Get there!
And they work this well upfield across the
Yeah,
45.
baby!
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball,
All right,
the
now,
ball
lucky
security
56,
terms
lucky
that have ever
56.
been used, they come into play for the guys on
Hey,
offense
hey,
right now.
we
Just
got
take
three, we
care
got
of
three.
it,
3 down,
and they've
3
got
down.
a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Some clock with Nixon, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Come on.
Credit him with a
Run
1-yard
the ball.
gain there to
We
make
gotta
it
run
2nd
her.
and 9. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball,
Yeah,
keep the
baby.
clock going,
Yeah.
but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices
guys,
we've
double
watched
tight.
where they have that tempo period to go over things just
hey,
like
we got
this.
three.
Where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd
We got
think
three.
being able to
3
fire
down,
out
3
and
down.
block, it'd be a
Hey,
lot
fellas, we got
easier to
3.
not
Let's go.
commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight right there. Back.
Over!
Now they're trying to right side here. Cordell Patterson, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Hey,
Cordell
touchdown!
Patterson, his 3rd touchdown
That's what I'm
now
talking
on
about,
the
baby.
year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that
All
part
right,
of the
now,
field.
lucky 56,
And to come away with
lucky
nothing,
56.
That's difficult for a team to handle.
Detroit!
Difficult, and now we'll see if
Detroit!
they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Detroit! Gun! Over!
No. Off.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
Now let's go.
That worked really well last week because he made right way to the end zone. This one's maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Too tight. Hey, guys, check me out.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Check 26.
Again, it's missing. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Way to get behind them pads and run.
Watch you now, Barney.
Huddle up, baby. Let's get this.
Detroit.
He's coming.
Over. Gun.
Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Time for a break. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. We're back to finish this one off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Ravens come into that lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Gun! Detroit!
Three down.
Over!
Check.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Ship!
I got you, baby. I got you.
Here's again to Mixon. The juke. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Wow, so they had an incomplete pass. There they go out of bounds on the run. Virtually no time off the clock for the first 2 downs.
And there's no way that's what they practiced in OTA, mini camp, preseason camp, all the way through the season. You go through these scenarios and you work on them, and you have periods in practice that you say, okay, this is what the scenario is. This is what we need to get done. You've got to take time off the clock. That's what you've practiced. That's what you've worked on. They didn't get it done.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Will look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Gun! Over!
Check, go get him, go.
Watch you now, Barney! Gun!
Mike 37.
Back to throw.
You can't block me.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Detroit! Gun!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They're coming.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here.
What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got three down.
Watch you now, Barney! Over!
Mike 37. Here we go.
And we're going 37's the Mike.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here we go, G.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there, finding the end zone on the game's final play. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Move.
Over!
We got 4.
One last shot for Johnson. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati,
out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, right now. I'm two, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so